Hello everyone. Today's lecture is solar energy. From this lecture, we discussed what is solar energy and what are the advantages and disadvantages of solar energy and what are the applications of solar energy. Okay, firstly, what is solar energy? It is one of the most abundant energy source on earth. It can be captured and used in several ways, and it is as a renewable energy source and is important part of our clean energy future. That means what is solar energy means the sun does more than our planet than just provide light during the daytime. Each particle of the sunlight called a photon that reaches earth contains energy that fuels our planet. Solar energy is the ultimate source responsible for all the weather systems and energy source on the earth. That means where does all of this energy came from? That means our sun, like any star in the galaxy, is like a massive nuclear reactor. Deep in the sun's core, the nuclear fission reactions produces massive amount of energy that radiates outwards from the sun surface and into the space which is in the form of light and heat. Mainly, the solar power can be harnessed and converted into the usable energy using photovoltaics or otherwise solar thermal collectors. Through the solar energy only accounts for a small amount of overall the global energy use. The falling cost of installing solar panels means more and more people in more places can take advantage of solar energy. The main advantages of solar energy is a renewable energy source. That means among all the benefits of solar panels, the most important thing is that solar energy is a truly a renewable energy source. That means it can be harnessed in all areas of the world and it is available every day. So it is one of the main advantages of solar energy is a renewable energy source. Next one, reduces electricity bills. That means why the solar energy reduced the bill? That means since we will be meeting some of your energy needs with the electricity, your solar system has been generated, your energy bills will be dropped. How much you save on the bill will be dependent on the size of solar systems and your electricity or heat usages. If you generate more electricity than you use, solar systems is connected to the grid. Suppose if you connect solar system to grid, the bills will be less. Third one, low maintenance cost. Why the solar system maintains less maintenance? Solar systems generally doesn't require a lot of maintenance. We only need to keep them clean. So cleaning them a couple year will do the job. Okay. Third one, diverse applications. That means solar energy can be used for diverse applications. We can generate electricity or any other heat. Solar energy can be used to produce electricity in areas without access to the energy grid to distill the water in regions with limited clean water supplies. And the last one, technology development. The main disadvantages of solar energy mainly cost, weather dependent. Solar energy storage is expensive and uses a lot of space and associated with pollution. The firstly cost. Why? The initial cost of purchasing a solar system is very high. This include paying of solar panels, inverter, batteries, wiring, and for the installation. The solar technologies are constantly developing, so it is safe to assume the prices will go down in the future. And second one, the weather dependent. Although the solar energy can be still, it will be collected during the cloudy and rainy days. The efficiency of solar system drops. Solar panels are mainly dependent on the sunlight to effectively gather solar energy. Next, the solar energy storage is expensive. Why the solar energy storage is expensive means the solar energy has to be used a right way or it can be stored in large batteries. These batteries used in off the grid solar systems can be charged during the day so that the energy will be used at night. and this is a good solution for using solar energy for all the long period of time, but it is also a bit expensive and uses a lot of space because the more electricity you want to produce, the more solar panels you will need. So you want to collect as much as sunlight as possible. Solar PV panels requires a lot of space to fit the number of solar panels and to produce large amount of electricity. Next one, associated with pollution. Here the also pollution related to the solar energy systems is less compared to the other solar systems. Solar energy can be associated with pollution. The transportation and installation of solar systems have been associated with emission of greenhouse gases. There are also some toxic materials and some dangerous products used during the manufacturing process of solar photovoltaic systems, which can indirectly affect some of the major applications of solar energy are solar water heating, solar heating of buildings, solar distillation, solar pumping, solar drying of agriculture and animal products, solar furnaces. From this, uh, how the power will be produced by using solar water heating. That means in solar water heating, it is associated with a flat plate metal collector with metal which is facing the general direction of the sun. Here, the metal tubing of the collector is directly connected to the pipe to the insulated tank that stores hot water during cloudy days. Okay, the collector absorbs solar radiation and transfers heat into the circulating through the turbine either by gravity or by pump. From this, we can store some amount of energy by using this solar water heating. Second one, solar heating of buildings. Here, the mainly solar energy can be used for space heating of buildings in many ways. Firstly, the collecting solar radiation by some element of the building itself. That is nothing but solar radiation is admitted directly into the buildings through a large south facing windows. Otherwise, we can use separate solar collectors which may be heat either water or storage devices which can accumulate the solar collected energy for the use at night and during inclement days. Next one, solar distillation. In this solar distillation, the solar radiation is admitted through a transparent airtight glass cover into a shallow blackened basin connected saline water. From this also we can store some amount of energy. And next one, solar pumping. In solar pumping, the power generated by the solar energy is utilized for pumping water for irrigation purposes. Next, solar drying of agriculture and animal products. Next one, solar furnaces. In solar furnace, the high temperatures is obtained by concentrating the solar radiations onto the specimen using a number of heliostates arranged on the sloping surfaces. Here the main use of solar furnace is for studying the properties of ceramics at high temperatures above the range measurable in laboratories with flames and electric currents. Next, solar cooking. I think you already know that the variety of fuel like coal, kerosene, cooking gas, firewood, during cakes, and agricultural wastages are used for cooking purposes. Due to some energy crisis, the supply of these fuels are either by wood, coal, kerosene, cooking gases, or too precious to be wasted for cooking purposes. The next one, solar electric power generation. The electrical energy or electricity can be produced directly from the solar energy by means of photovoltaic cells. You already know that the photovoltaic cell is an energy conversion which is used to convert photons of sunlight directly into the electricity. The next one, solar thermal power production. Here the what is the meaning of solar thermal power production means the conversion of solar energy into electricity through thermal energy. In this, the solar energy is first utilized to heat up of working fluid gas or water or any other type of voltaic liquid. That heat will be converted into a mechanical energy in a turbine. Finally, the generator coupled to a turbine, it converts mechanical energy to the electrical energy. And lastly, solar greenhouses. Here, solar greenhouses is a structure covered with transparent material that acts like solar collector and utilizes solar radiant energy to grow plants. It has heating, cooling, ventilating devices for controlling the temperature inside the greenhouses. Thank you.